It's June 21st, the longest day of the year. And in Calgary, we put in a mighty long day.
You bet.
You see, it has to do with the latitude. In these here parts, the sun doesn't set till 10 p.m. And that gives us time. Time to get the job done right. The work goes on till the sun goes down. We call it the Calgary Way. And right now, well, now we're getting ready for hosting. For hosting the world to the greatest outdoor show on earth, the Calgary Stampede. What's the Stampede, you're asking? Well, hang on to your hat, partner, and slap the dirt from your old dungarees, because here it is, coming straight at you. 10 solid days of thrills, spills, action, and adventure. It's Stampede time, and that spells fun, Calgary style.
The stage is set in the middle of the West. The show has become the biggest and best, where cowboys come to show their stuff. The action's always riot and tough. This is it, the Calgary Stampede. This is it, the Calgary Stampede. It's the greatest outdoor show on earth, the Calgary Stampede.
Hurry up and take your seat, partner. Show's already started. You're right in the middle of the Stampede Rodeo, best darn rodeo in the world. It's more than just the North American Championship in every major rodeo event. More than just $500,000 in prize money. This is the greatest outdoor show on earth. From rawhide to rodeo queen to Indians, wild Indians. Rodeo. It's alive with the tradition of the West. It's the frontier, from a time when trail cowboys tried to prove who's best. And it's still the same today. But now, here, this is sport. Serious sport. Tough, hard-nosed cowboys. $50,000 to the winner of each event. Every cowboy trying to become a Calgary Stampede champion. But all of them, the winners and the losers, pay the price in bruises, broken bones, and bloody noses. They come from places like Mesquite, Texas, Ponoka, Alberta, Bozeman, Montana, and Adelaide, Australia. They're here to challenge the best cowboys, the boldest bucking broncs, and the meanest bulls the world has to offer.
This is where you have to come. This is where the best contestants are in the world, and if you want to find out how good you really are, you got to go where the best are.
How does this show shape up with any you go to?
Anybody that's everybody is going to be here.
This is business, and for some cowboys, business has been pretty good. Bareback champion Steve Dunham from Turner Valley, Alberta, and another day at the office. Steve Dunham knows what it takes to win. He's a Canadian champion, a world finalist, a Stampede champion. Dunham's a winner with more than $200,000 in career earnings. And Steve Dunham's the favorite, the man to beat. Here's the cowboy with the best chance at winning the $50,000 first prize. But he's got competition, stiff competition. Now, here's Robin Burwash, an Okotoks, Alberta cowboy. Burwash is a Canadian bareback riding champion. He is Steve Dunham's toughest competition. Robin Burwash is Steve Dunham's toughest competition, but he's also his best friend. Burwash and Dunham traveled the rodeo circuit together. Thousands of miles of blacktop, days and nights in a pickup truck, greasy spoon restaurants and backwater motels. Dunham and Burwash share the good times and the bad. But now, here at the Calgary Stampede, it's winner take all. There can only be one Calgary Stampede champion. Or can there? Woo-ho! Now this is riding. Midway action, Calgary Stampede style. Flipped, twisted, and whirled. It's only for the young and the young at heart. Yeah! corn dogs, cotton candy, and Coca-Cola, hamburgers, fried onions. Woo-hoo! Bring your appetite, because there's nothing finer. Tacos, pizza, bacon on a bun, snow cones, ice cream, donuts from Tom Thumb. Corn on the cob, beef on a stick, and fresh roasted nuts. Hey, it's all here. Fill her up at the greatest outdoor show on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. Welcome to the Frontier Casino, and hope that Lady Luck is on your side. Well, looky here, partner. It's the Calgary Stampede of old. The early days, Calgary's pioneer past. The Calgary Exhibition Stampede has changed a lot over the years, but for most folks, it's always been the greatest outdoor show on earth. It's 1912. Calgary is a thriving city of 50,000. Huge cattle ranches spread across the western landscape. Agriculture, the lifeblood of the community. For years, local ranchers have been staging their own one-day rodeos. Cowboys competing for bragging rights, and the reputation as the best bareback or bronc rider in the West. Wild West shows had traveled the world and taken it by storm. London, Paris, New York, Buffalo Bill and Sitting Bull, the wild, wild West, alive in the great cities of the world. Calgary was looking for a piece of the action. For years, industrial and agricultural fairs attracted people from across the West, but Calgary was special and wanted to do something important. So a working cowboy, Guy Wiedeck, who traveled to spreads in Canada and the United States, became a showbiz boss. He had a plan for the best rodeo in the world. All he lacked was money, cowboys, and a rodeo ground. Entered Calgary's cattle barons, the Big Four: George Lane, Pat Burns, A.E. Cross, and A.J. McLean. They put up $100,000 to finance Wiedeck's Frontier Days and Cowboy Championship. The show would run the first week of September, year 1912. Well, old Guy Wiedeck's plan just seemed to mushroom. He invited the best cowboys from across North America, offered top prize money, and then, sure enough, every cowpoke with a saddle showed up in Calgary. The word was out. Tens of thousands flocked to Calgary for a huge parade, midway, exhibition, and of course, the best rodeo the world had ever seen. Wiedeck brought in Indians, trick riders, and rodeo queens, and somehow, someone somewhere decided it should be called the Stampede. And the vision, the biggest and the best, became a reality. For more than 75 years, it's been the greatest outdoor show on earth. The Indian village at Stampede Park, and the real West comes alive with the traditions of the past, the proud Indian heritage, the first people on these lands. Looking for a
overall.
ride with some real
And we're ready.
adventure?
This is heat number 8. And Winston Bruce sounds the
Then
horn.
try
Away
this
they
one
go.
on for size.
And Kirk Sutherland has a good turn on 1. Dallas out there, and also out there is Canada Safeway. Canada Safeway is out there very quickly. The barrels are all standing. As Canada Safeway moves very, very well off the barrel, and that is Buddy Bensmiller. But out in first place is Kirk Sutherland. He's trying to shake off what happened last night, and he is flying on the rail. Kirk Sutherland, that aluminum box wagon of his. You can see Kirk in the red shirt. You can see in the middle of track Roy David. That's the man in the orange shirt. You can see an outrider battling. And in third place is Buddy Bensmiller. And back in fourth place right now, trying to battle his way back in there, is Dallas Dorchester. Dallas Dorchester at the third turn trails in fourth place. But in first is Kirk Sutherland. And Kirk, you can see him adjusting his hat. You can see that as they approach the minute mark at the top of the stretch, he's going to have a good time. The best time thus far, 1:15.16 by George Norman. That was in the third heat. There comes Kirk Sutherland. His outriders, they got to hurry though. His outriders definitely got to hurry. There's Buddy Bensmiller. Canada Safeway pushing in second. Western Hotel, Kirk Sutherland first. Buddy Bensmiller Safeway in second place.
Take 4 high-spirited thoroughbreds, hitch them to a wagon, add 1 wily driver, and 4 outriders to throw in the stove and tent poles, and you've got yourself a chuck wagon outfit. Now take your outfit, put it alongside 3 others just like it, and we've got ourselves a race. 32 horses, 20 men, and 4 wagons jammed into the infield waiting for the sound of the klaxon. And then, well, then it's anybody's race.
Roy David goes to the top of his barrel. Both 10 pegs are all in. There they hit the track all at the same time, 4 rigs wide, holding their lanes nicely. Along the rail is Roy David in first place. In second place is Federal Express and Wayne Dagg, the rookie. In third place, 3 rigs wide, is Roy Bremner. Fuji Photofilm from Rapid View, Saskatchewan. In fourth place, on the rail, is Buddy Bensmiller of Dewberry. He's starting to
It's called the Rangeland Derby, and it's $50,000, winner take all. Every night of the Stampede, 4 wagons a heat, 9 heats a night. This is what we call the body bouncing buckboard
along the
boogie.
rail. You see them 3 wide as they come into the third turn, and Buddy Bensmiller now goes into second place, and Buddy Bensmiller starts to close on Roy David. Roy David's outriders are in behind Roy Bremner, who is running fourth right now, and they have got to do some hurrying. Here they come down the stretch. It is Roy David, very, very popular with his driving mates coming in here. He looks back and sees his outriders are there, and he's going to hold up. And now Buddy Bensmiller takes a run at him. Roy David looking back. His outriders are going to be there. Here comes Roy David in the finish line. Buddy Bensmiller's in second place, Canada Safeway. Third is Wayne Dagg, Federal Express. Fourth is Fuji Photofilms and Roy Bremner. But that was some great driving by Roy David, the old rodeo cowboy right there.
It's a fever pace on the half-mile of hell. But behind the scenes of the chuck wagon barns, things slow down to the cowboy speed. These are grizzled veterans, and the day starts early and ends late. And in the Rangeland Derby, there's no substitute for experience. Tom Dorchester drove chucks at the Stampede till he was 72 years old. Many of the drivers here are over 50, and a couple are on the downside of 60. Here's Herman Flagg. He last won the Rangeland Derby back in 1980.
I think that's the greatest thing, to be one of the greatest guys in the world and run against the greatest and the top guys in the world. And if you can beat these guys and even be in the lead halfway through, you know you're equal to them.
No doubt about that. What about fine horses you have? It seems to me ever since I watched you drive at Calgary, you've had good horses. What do you do to develop your teams and horses?
Well, I watch everybody's horses. You know, I know everybody that's got a good horse in the outfit, you know, and a lot of guys go out and buy 20 head of horses in the fall of the year and spend $20,000, $30,000 on horses. I'll maybe spend half that or a quarter of that on one good horse that I really like. And the guys that are busy training, I do all my farm work at home and look after 700-800 head of cattle as a rule every year. So I haven't got much time to train horses, and I like to buy them broke and put them together good and really look after them.
Herman, would you say that you're a daring driver, or would you say that you're a conservative driver?
I'll leave that to anybody else to make that judgment.
Here at the barns, behind the grandstand and away from the spotlights, they'll work on their wagons till well into the night, working and getting ready for another day and another turn around that half-mile of hell. Center stage at the grandstand. Turn on the footlights. It's variety tonight. Sequin, soft shoe and sock, high-stepping dancers and toe-tapping tunes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the young Canadians of the Calgary Stampede. Takes is dozens of talented young Calgarians and months of training and rehearsals. But the results? Now, this is entertainment Stampede style. Party on the Stampede grounds or off. There's that latitude thing again. The sun doesn't set till 10 p.m., and that means the night doesn't really start till 10:01. It happens everywhere, in every bar, restaurant, and club, on every block, and in every hotel lobby. This is Stampede. Time to kick back, shake loose, hold down, and hootenanny. Country music and Texas swing, red eye and rawhide. Stampede Shakedown in the Stampede City. Cancel that wake-up call, then turn off the alarm. How long is it till the sun gets up? The sun sets late in these parts, but thing is, it gets up mighty early too. For some, a lot earlier than for others. While we dance the hours away to the cowboy, the real cowboy, it's the start of another day on the range. But it seems no one wants to sleep late during Stampede. Sleep? What? And miss all the action? So what do you do with hundreds of pounds of pancake batter, gallons of cool orange juice, and piping hot coffee, and link upon link of fresh sausages? Why not invite 20,000 of your closest friends over for a free Stampede breakfast? Of course, throw in some good old country music, and we got ourselves an early morning party. But don't stop there. We've got Stampede street fun everywhere. Swing your partner round and round. It's square dance time in the Stampede town. How about a swig on this concoction? Come on, we call it syllabub. Just a bit of this and a bit of that. A bit of fun from one of our famous Stampede breakfasts. And it seems there's always a never-ending supply of flapjacks and joy juice for that special kickstart. The Stampede breakfast. It usually lasts till lunch. But behind the chutes at the rodeo ground, syrup and square dancing is the furthest thing from the minds of the cowboys. It's day 10 of the Stampede Rodeo, the finals. The field has been narrowed down. It's now the best cowboys and the best stock. And when the show starts, it's the best entertainment. Calf roping. Lasso one of these critters. Slide off your quarter horse. Flip the steer. 2 loops and a half hitch, and that's all there's to it. Easier said than done. But the Cowboys today are going for $50,000. Looking for speed, strength, and agility. It's coming right at you. Bucket events. 8 seconds makes a clean ride. 100 points maximum score. 50 for the cowboy, 50 for the stock. Cowboy versus cowboy. Cowboy versus animal. For a little dirt in your face, maybe a little mud. How about a quick kick from an ornery steer? Then this is the event for you. Dog your steer, flank him, flip him, and try to do it in under 5 seconds. Maybe you can become a Stampede champion. £2,000 of rank gold that would rather be anywhere except the rodeo arena. And a 150-pound cowboy. Open the chute, and this is the most dangerous event of rodeo. Get a vice-like grip and hang on and wait and wait and wait. It's the longest 8 seconds in the world. Bull riding at the Calgary Stampede. The finals in the bareback event. And for best friends Steve Dunham and Robin Burwash, the script has been written. It's now head-to-head competition. All the other riders have been eliminated. Dunham's got to beat Burwash to win the championship. Burwash must beat Dunham. They're forced into a sudden death rider. A tie, and the two riders, now tired and bruised after 10 days of Stampede Rodeo, must ride again. Tension, you can cut it with a knife. Identical scores. Dunham and Burwash must ride yet another horse to decide who'll be best on this day. Best friends, Dunham and Burwash. Miles and hours spent together on the road, sharing the ups and downs, the bumps and bruises, the victories and defeats of rodeo. Two friends. They share the Stampede Bareback Championship. They split the $50,000 first place money.
Congratulations, guys. I've never seen anything quite like it before. I guess you haven't either.
No, I sure haven't been involved in anything like that before, and I know it's brutal, but I was pulling for Steve about as hard as he was pulling for me. It's a guy always wants to win himself, but it didn't make any difference to the two of us. And
I was worried about your shoulder. How's it feel?
oh, it feels fine. I'm healed.
Guys, one in an afternoon is enough. Four is a terrible, though. That's a cinch. Steve, somebody suggested you should ride with the other hand maybe to break it.
Well, yeah, but it's a good idea, but fear, I think, has held me back on that. No, it was a tough after the first deal. I thought, you know, while we're tied, and well, it'd be decided on the first one, and then I went to the second one, and I thought, well, this is going to... Then the third one, well, you know, I thought, well, neither one of us were going to give up, so we decided to give up together.
If anybody maybe can win off four, it might be...
Back on the track, the half mile of hell, the finals, the $50,000 Rangeland Derby. 9 days of racing, and it's down to the four fastest wagons, the strongest teams, the finest drivers. Knock down a barrel, and it's a 5-second penalty. Lose your stove or tent poles, and that costs you 4, and 2 more for a laid-out rider. Now, Wait.
Never won the Stampede.
Wait for the sound of the
Never won
klaxon.
either, actually. There's Kelly Sutherland. He's 1-4, and there they go. There is Kelly. Got a good turn. So has Richard. Richard, there's Smokey Wilson out there. And Kelly Sutherland. Richard Cosgrave and Herman Flad is blocked back. But there's Kelly Sutherland on the rail. Richard Cosgrave has the lead. But Sutherland has the rail, and all that's so important. 3 rigs wide is Smokey Wilson. There is Kelly Sutherland and Richard Cosgrave side by side. You now see Herman Flad along the rail. He is passing Smokey Wilson. Watch that Flad rig. This is it for the $50,000 winner-take-all. And it's Kelly Sutherland that's the lead as he and Cosgrave are side by side in the backstretch. Everything under control. The Outriders look like they're in good shape except for one a little bit late. Kelly Sutherland leads by a team length as they come to the 3rd turn. Kelly has not given up that rail. Cosgrave may be dropping back a little bit. Herman Flad is in 3rd place. Smokey Wilson's in 4th. Flad has done a good job. Now here they come down the stretch. It's going to be Sutherland and Cosgrave. And the crowd are going wild here. There is Kelly Sutherland and Richard Cosgrave in the middle of the track. And here comes Richard for that final blast. But it's going to be Kelly Sutherland. It is Kelly Sutherland, Richard Cosgrave in 2nd place. 3rd is Herman Flad. 4th is Smokey Wilson.
Kelly Sutherland, the fastest wagon at the Stampede, the winner of the Rangeland Derby. But now, for Sutherland and the 35 other rigs, it's pack up the wagon, load the horses, and off to another rodeo and maybe a better day.
Together that makes me feel good inside. I just want to shout, it couldn't be better with you right here by my side. And if I could make one day last forever, this is the one I choose. All the laughter and fun, the memories we treasure, of moments together with you. Life to be found. Now it's your turn to live. So give it all you can give. These are the best of the good times. These are the best of them all. These are the best of the good times. Oh, these are the best of them all.
10 days that shake the city. But another Calgary Stampede's drawn to a close. And what a time we've had. The best rodeo, the liveliest entertainment, the biggest party. And it's a party that's open to you, to everyone. We're proud to have you, anxious to show our Calgary hospitality. That's the Stampede story. It's where the West welcomes the world, and we're hoping you'll join us next year because you must experience the greatest outdoor show on earth. We'll see you.